Taurus Venus, this is your love and relationship reading for the month of March 2026. Got insecurities and being needy. Work on building your confidence and feeling safe in your relationship. Being needy, make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off your relationship. Okay, these are very congruent. So we're going to focus in on this today and in March for you. And or whenever it is that you see this, doesn't matter. Let's work on it, honey. Page of Wands. Enthusiastic. This is you in relationships. Communicative. Ace of Swords. Clear. Honest. True. There's haziness behind me from my vaping. And that's like making me think things. The energy around is hazy though. You're like, I'm saying what I need to say. I'm being honest. Yet there's a lack of new perspective, lack of the other's perspective, not able to see things clearly. Interesting. Okay, let's look at the other person. Let's see. Is this people in general or someone in particular that you're in a relationship? Now, someone in particular, the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. This is a compassionate person. They're very soft. They're very supportive. This is kind of your card here. This is the Taurus card to me. Beauty, abundance. What does that mean in a person? Someone that has solutions and support, wisdom, but soft power. So they are more inspiring in their leadership rather than commanding. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. They juggle their business. They got mind on their money, money on their mind. And they also are very pragmatic in their approach to relationships. So it's kind of giving egalitarian a little bit. And well, mixed with them being more of a feminine supportive type, even if it's a man. Yeah, but they're adaptable, right? They can go with your flow or whatever it is that might be the issue. They can problem solve it and work on it, and they're in support of the relationship and of you. Okay, what's the issue? Five of Pentacles and Judgment reversed. Okay. So there's a trauma bond situation here. And it hasn't been recognized. It has not been analyzed. It has not been realized. Okay. So now we're seeing why this is here. All right, let's keep going. What do you want out of the relationship, Taurus Venus? Queen of Wands reversed. Excuse me. You don't want to have to be responsible for your own self-love. You want the other person to feed it to you, thereby seeing the insecurities and neediness. So that coming up there shows me that subconscious, conscious, whatever it is, your self-love is lacking. And so you may have found yourself being that person that always goes towards that supportive, encouraging type who will build you up and speak life and love into you, because that made more sense. I mean, who knows? There could be so many reasons. And I'm talking to a collective. So like, it is what it is. But this seemed more accessible and easier to you than advocating for yourself, speaking in the mirror and saying, Taurus Venus, you are valuable. You are loving. You are lovable. You have value no matter what. And no matter what, you are okay. That's where we're at in March. All right. Yeah, you got to build yourself up here. This is the root, building that confidence, because there's only so much that they can give. So what do they want out of the relationship? Six of Cups. Oh, just unconditional love. They want to see you love yourself too. They really do. That's one of the sweetest cards you can get for this scenario, right? They just want to love you. They love you no matter what already. I'm sure you realize that. But they want you to love yourself. And at the base, we've got the Sun reversed. They see your unhappiness. They see your insecurity. They see that and they see how much you need them. And they're not yet showing me that there's a problem with how much you need them, but they also know, I mean, they're an empress. They love themselves. They do. And they want that for you. Okay. What are you afraid of in the relationship? That came right out. It's very prescient. King of Pentacles, courage and commitment. Security, stability, long-term. Why would you be afraid of that, though? Even the Queen of Pentacles is showing up at the base. All things pragmatic and stable and long-term commitment. Why? Five of Cups reversed, a negative viewpoint, glass half full or glass half empty. You're constantly worrying about what could go wrong. You're focused on your sorrows, and this is showing me that commitment feels like a pain point to you because of past disappointments. It's just that one last step you can't take because you're expecting heartbreak before it happens. What are they afraid of in the relationship? Three of Cups reversed. They're afraid you'll never be happy. So this is where we get to the part where it is wearing on them. Seven of Wands reversed. It's a losing battle. They're afraid it's a losing battle. And that they'll continue to have to feed you positive emotional messaging here to sustain you. This is showing me they still have hope, but they are afraid of you never feeding yourself. And that puts them in a very precarious position because now it's like, I can't help you. You won't help yourself. You know, what we can't progress because you can't commit to the things that we both want, which is the financial security, the emotional security, building a life together, because you're always somewhere afraid of the other shoe to drop. So you're closing yourself off. I mean, you're showing me that you are communicating. You're showing me that you've been honest. But you haven't done the self-work yet. That's the next step here. You're here at this reading. If you're still watching, you can do it. It's here for you. Now's the time. We're not talking about this for no damn reason. Three of Pentacles. This is mastery. Foresight and exploration, the card says. It's time for you to go deeper into this matter and suss out what it really is that's created this glass half empty, pessimistic attitude towards yourself and towards relationships. Okay. This is tough. I'm here with you, honey. I know you can do this. How do you see them? Okay. You can't quit them. They're really challenging for you in this way. They challenge you. Like you feel a strong need for their energy, and that is challenging because it's like you don't want to have to commit to somebody because you know it's a pain point, but yet they're sustaining you. They're feeding you. And so now you're attached to them in a way that you're not all that happy about, really. And you almost feel like they're attached to you too. Do you feel on some level that they could do better? Seven of Cups, they have many options. Ace of Cups reversed. All right. I'm not even going to say what that means because I don't want to speak life into it. How do they see you? The Wheel. Possibilities. Possibilities for change. It's a little out of focus, but I hope you can read that if you're watching. Change possibilities. They see you as having the potential for change. How else? Page of Pentacles. Ideas. Discipline. Opportunities. Grounded. Oh my gosh. Two of Wands reversed. You just can't see it. You just can't see it. They feel that you are so wonderful and you just can't see it, but they know you have potential and they're just hoping and praying that you do see it. Okay. How can you support them right now? Let them give. Let them carry you. Let them love you. Let them love you and love yourself. Be strong enough to be vulnerable here. Show them your passionate side. This could be through physical intimacy. It could be doing things together, going on a run together, going, for a walk, hiking, and just doing some kind of activity together. Getting out of your head and getting out of your house too. But yeah, let them carry you. But you need to, I want to say here that you need, as they carry you, because I know you know that you have been doing that. But in the meantime, you've allowed something to come in that has poisoned your thinking about yourself and your self-worth. As they protect and provide for you in what ways they're able, this is now your time and opportunity to focus on nothing else but loving yourself. That is all that they would want to see from you. That's what you need now more than anything. You're being given a beautiful opportunity because you are a beautiful person and you do deserve this. And you need it. Up till now, you've done nothing wrong. I want to make that clear. This is an opportunity that they are providing for you because they have hope for you and they see something in you and they see your true self and they know what a light you are. And they are giving you the opportunity to build that habit of thinking in yourself. And it has the negative thinking about yourself has momentum. So it's going to take a little bit of time for you to bring that to a stop and then reverse it to where the instinctual thought that you might have is, well, I'm not skinny enough to wear that dress. And then you say, hold on a second. I'm going to wear what I feel good in. And then from there you say, I'm going to wear that dress. You have to take your baby steps, but you're going to stop in its tracks that negative mindset and recorrect and readjust it towards something that is more self-loving. Whatever is accessible to you. And remember that those habitual mindsets have no truth to them at all. This person is not a delusional fool. That what they see in you is what I see in you from this reading, is that you are a very valuable and very wonderful person. Why can't you see it? Because your brain has been programmed to tell you otherwise. Our brains are simply a machine. The truth is here. So you've got to reprogram that computer. It's putting out garbage. You know, that's all this is, really. I wish more people knew that. This is an opportunity here. Because a lot of people think what they think is the reality and their truth, and that it's just not the case. It's just not the case. Five of Swords. Whatever it takes is what you need to do now to get to a more loving place. Let that be your focus and ambition. You have what it takes with the Magician popping out there. Now's the time. What can you ask them for support with to get you through this? They're ready to help you. There is a negative masculine figure that spoke hate and self-loathing into your heart at some point in your past. And the only thing that's coming up here, because they're already helping so much, the only thing that they need to hear from you and know from you as you go through this process is that they cannot help you erase that. It's for you to heal. That voice of self-loathing, of what you should and shouldn't be doing, of how you're not good enough, X, Y, fucking Z, motherfucker. Your person needs to know that they can't guide you out of that. They can't help with that. They're not going to be able to understand the full depth of it, not at this time anyway. And that's okay. But that's just sort of more of a reassurance to them that this is the center of what you're dealing with, is this negative, critical, judgmental, controlling person, voice, society, teaching, wherever it came from. I'm talking to a collective here, but you know that has been internalized now, and it's been programmed into the computer, and now the computer is just blah 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 blah. Remember that this person told you this person told you this, right? So they need to know that's where this came from. That's the source. It would help them understand what you're working with, what you're dealing with, and what you're resolving in your own heart and mind. That would help them a great deal. So that's all they need to know. Okay. There's going to be some stops and starts along the way, is what they need to know as well. You're going to make some progress and then you're going to fall back. But the point is, you're not procrastinating any longer. They need to know that too. They need to see some progress from you, even the smallest bit. They do. Even if you can just say, I know I need to love myself more, would mean the world to them, because they just want you to see that that's what's going on here. Okay. So what are you learning, Taurus Venus, my dear? My sweet soul. Nine of Pentacles reversed. The way that you have needed support. What about it? Three of Wands. It's led you to expect something. Disappointment, heartbreak, a diminishing of yourself. A diminishing of yourself. So that's the toxic relationships. That's the way that your person that you've relied upon for support, you're looking from the outside towards them and being like, but they're so wonderful. I'm so shit in comparison, you know? You're learning that that dynamic has festered here. They don't see you that way, or themselves, or the relationship, or the dynamic. But there's a repeating pattern there that now you're learning about in March, of the way that your neediness has now led you to expect disappointment and sadness. And, oh gosh, honey, I love you. What are they learning in the relationship? Temperance. Balance, harmony, give and take, nothing too much. Nothing too much. Having good boundaries of, okay, I love, oh, Two of Cups. What love looks like. They love you. They love you. They have hope for you. They're ready to stand in. This is an evolved soul. Guess what? They're not there for no fucking reason. It's because you have potential. It's because you are an evolved soul. It's because there's something that has taken root in yourself that has no fucking business being there. And as soon as you recognize it in this reading here today, right now, you're recognizing that this has no business being there. It is not you. You did not cause this. You can get rid of it today. It's going to take a little bit of time because you're talking about momentum, but at the same time, every step forward away from this will be rewarded. They're not here for no reason. They are no better than you. They're just a little bit further on this road. Here's another thing. Once you're beyond this, there will come a time where they will need you, where you will have the knowledge, where you will have the wisdom, and you will be ahead of the game, and they will need your guidance and your support, because I know that, because that is the way that relationships work. And you're talking about big pinnacles energy. You're trying to make commitments, long-term relationships here. That's what this is. Potential, anyway, if not already. And so there will come a time where they're going to need to rely and depend on you. And that's where you're going to see now the other side of what love looks like. They're learning about it today. You'll learn about it tomorrow. And it's that simple. And it's very beautiful. And that's what this looks like. And so diminish, relinquish, eliminate any other adjective I can think of to get rid of this concept in your head that you don't deserve them, that they're better than you, that they're just stuck with you and they could do better. No. The answer is no, because they see your potential and they're just hoping the time is right for you to see it too. And so am I. You're right here. Everything is right here for you to love and be grateful for, including your journey. And whoever this emperor is that spoke evil into you, there's even some level of forgiveness that can be had eventually for that. You can heal even from that, is the reason why I say that. It's not something that you have to focus on or worry about in March or right now, this second. That comes later. But I want to reassure you that even that can be healed. Okay. What do you need to release most of all by the end of March? You have the potential to release a great deal. Strength. Six of Swords. Eight of Wands. Interesting. There's an aspect of you that is so patient and is willing to wait it out that you create a chaotic situation that you have to run from. And you're waiting for the other shoe to drop and for them to get that text of like, oh, we're breaking up. I've had enough, blah, 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 right? Release that. You need to become impatient with your progress towards your blessings. And those blessings are completely in your control right now. And that is so empowering because you have the ability to right now turn off this fucking reading, go stand in front of the mirror and say, I love you. And say, you are worthy. You are valuable. You are beautiful. You are intelligent. You have everything that you need. You will never be alone because you will always be here for you. Right now. Let go of this patience with waiting for rejection. I know it feels hard because there's a lot of momentum in the other direction, but once you get used to it, it becomes very easy. And you'll get rewarded right away. I know you will. I know you will. What do they need to release for their best interest? You see, we haven't gotten any cards about them trying to run away or talk any kind of shit. They just love you. They know you're worth it. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups reversed, the Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. They also feel that they don't know how to navigate this situation with you very well. They're afraid that they might have mishandled it or not been supportive enough or not loved you well enough and things like that. It's something that they kind of need to work on and say, you know what, I've done as well as I've been able to, and give themselves some grace here. Also, with the Four of Cups reversed, they need to release this willingness to just accept things as they are. And that kind of goes back to, you know, how they see you and what they hope for, what their fears are. It's like they can today ask for you to love yourself better. That doesn't mean that they have to stop loving you, withhold from you, get nasty with you, or anything like that. But they can call a thing, and I think that they're learning that in March. Let's just call it out. Let's lay it all out on the table and say what needs to be said. All right, let's have the courage now to go into the sauciest deck, the Hidden Truth Oracle, and see what they want to say to you. I bury myself in work to forget you. Okay. I am not available. Okay, don't get worried, okay? We're going to get some details on this. I replay our conversations over and over. We will be together again. Okay. I want to be more than friends at the base of the deck. So if this is someone you're in separation with, it's because you couldn't love yourself enough and they were having trouble connecting with you, and now you are still fully on their mind. If you're in connection with them now, they are so worried about you that they have to distract themselves from worrying about you. They recognize that your neediness and it comes from a place of insecurity. They know what the solution is to that. They know that they can't give it to you. Therefore, they find ways to make themselves unavailable to get some time to themselves because they want you to start loving yourself. And this is their way of approaching it. Their way of approaching you having more self-love is to withdraw some more of their love and building you up again and again and again, that neediness, right? They want to just kind of like throw you into the water and hope that you swim. That's kind of been their approach. Now we've also seen here that they are a little bit worried that that wasn't the right approach to take. And then we see it even here. I replay our conversations over and over again. They are worried about how they're handling this because they know the issue, but you're not able to see it. And I've also seen in my own relationship, sometimes you can really so clearly see something in your person and you try every different which way forever and ever, for years even, it can go on until you're blue in the face trying to tell them this thing, and sometimes it just doesn't hit until the moment that it does. I put it to you that you're here at this reading today because you're open to it hitting. And if it's hitting, now's the time. We will be together again. They have every confidence that you can do this. To meet them where they're at, in a place of self-love and togetherness and having that interdependence. We move past codependency of, I need you to survive. I need your love. I remember a time where we were in Walmart and I was being a little bit of a brat. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was driving him nuts. And he was like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going to sit out in the car. And I had a complete breakdown. I instantly broke. I was crying, shaking, full on panic. That's what codependency looks like. Because I hadn't worked enough. I had him as my security blanket. We went everywhere together. We were in fucking Walmart shopping together. Like, I could have done that by myself. No, I didn't feel that I could because I hadn't worked at it. And it was hard at first, but I recognized the need to do it because I was taking too much from him, you know? I mean, like, I'm gonna drag you around as my security blanket everywhere I go. Like, what the fuck is that? And although he was willing to do it and he loves me very much and loved me then even, it did take a lot from him. And me recognizing that, I started to work on building up that tolerance to going and doing things by myself. Today I can go and do things by myself. And so can he. And we have our both independent lives. I'm here doing my thing at home right now that he has no involvement in me doing tarot readings and recording them. Right now he's out doing his own thing. Yet we're both better for it because then the time we spend together, we're met as equals instead of having a dependency on each other. And that's what your partner believes is possible for you both. And so do I, honey. Absolutely, so do I. So now let's go. Let's wrap it up. Let's go to the messages of Cosmic Oracle cards for the card. You have the power. And this goes back to this. This goes back to you having the ability to, one step at a time, pull yourself out of this. The most empowering part of this whole thing is you're able to do this today. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. Angels, what else do you want to tell Taurus Venus in this time? Stop giving your power away right now. That goes back to codependency. This person is a very kind and compassionate person, but they cannot do this for you. Stop giving away your power right now. Give it back to yourself. You have the power to create the life you love. You're afraid of them leaving? Let's say that they did. You still have the power to create the life that you love. Give it back to yourself. Tell yourself that you're valuable. Go and do the things that you're afraid of. Do a little bit of that like I did, the exposure therapy. Get to that place. You're worth it. You are so special. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. This is a journey, one that I know you're ready for. Your person is here as a reflection of how much you've relied on other people to build you up. Now it's the time for you to build that within yourself. You can do it. And I can't even explain to you what rewards and benefits that you're going to get from doing this. It's going to be fucking fantastic. Your whole life will open up, everything. It's not just about the relationship. I mean, that'll become wonderful too. But that'll be... It's just wild to look back at the way that I was versus where I am today. That loving myself brought me here. And I know that that's possible for you, my dear. Oh my God. You can do this, okay? If you want to look at my other reading for this month, the rising sign reading, and you haven't seen that yet, go check that out. It's up already. And take the best loving care of yourself this month. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.